Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host, College Fade. It's episode 82. We need to go see Kithrak Voss, and in honor of working with the Githyanki, I have given myself a Githyanki makeover via the mask of the shapeshifter. We temporarily can look like a Githyanki. The game has some pretty cool dialogue options in it if you use this mask and change your form. For instance, I've been playing a new playthrough as the Dark Urge. And when I got to the Underdark, I made myself a dark elf. And a poor deep gnome is like, oh no, it's a dark elf. And you're like, shh, no, I'm not really. I'm just in disguise. She has a great line about, I don't know if that's genius or stupid. So they add little lines in the game for stuff like that. It's pretty cool. We're going to see Mr. Kithrak here.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You've come. We await your good word.
Kithrak Voss, may the astral sea be still as you cross it.
And may your mind be of steel, so your blade may be of silver to Lakmagir. Have you retrieved the Orphic hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken?
Oh yes, pal. I have retrieved this hammer.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Really? Well, is there any way I can convince you?
No, there is not. When I am done with the Gith Princeling, you may do with him as you like, but not a moment before.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought.
Yeah. Getting into the astral prism will be complicated.
Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
Orpheus sensed the tadpole before, and his guard attacked. Will he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit.
So we showed Voss the Orphic hammer, and he gave us the silver sword. Wow, the highest grade of weapon in Githyanki custom. He left to prepare for the revolution. Okay, well, this thing then, silver sword of the astral plane. Let's send it over to Lizelle.
Vlaakith's will be done.
Wow. So, Gith-born psionic weapon. When wielded by a Githyanki, this weapon deals additional psychic damage. Gith-born psionic resistance. A Githyanki holding this weapon has advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws, resistance to psychic damage, and cannot be charmed. Weapon +3. Wow. Darling, you deserve that. Which means, Will, my friend, you might get a new weapon. What are you're using the trident right now, but what's this do? That does piercing, thunder, fire, gives you a couple of skills we never really use. This one has what? Toppled the big folk. Deal additional damage equal to your proficiency bonus. Ooh, on hit, large, huge, gargantuan creatures take an additional piercing damage. Okay, I like that a lot. He's 11 to 28 damage with that thing, but that's because it's a packed weapon right now. So if we do this, I gotta move some things around that I'm used to having kind of in a different location because of another game. This. Oh, that doesn't matter. He's got that armor. And so now what's it? It was 11 to 28 or something like that. And this is 10 to 25. Not as much. Giant Slayer. But you can also do the whole giant thing. Oh, wow. Giant form. So let's see about giant form. 27 temporary hit points, deal an additional 1d6 damage, and you have advantage on strength checks and saving throws. You push people off cliffs real easy. I like that. It's going to be badass. Okay. Will, you are a juggernaut. 22 AC. Your resistance is your psychic vulnerability. Where does that come from, I wonder? With him. It's certainly not coming from anything he's wearing, is it? Pretty cool, though. He's awesome. Wow. Badass. And then there's us. We are the Bard from Hell. Okay, my friends. So one of the things that's interesting is I've started playing the game over as the Dark Urge, and I'm in the Cursed Shadowlands now. I just got the Helm of Arcane Acuity, actually, which I've given to our friend Asterion, because I've made him into a Bard. Because I gotta have a Bard in every party now. They're just too awesome. Plus, for gear, it works out really well to have one character on the team who can dual wield weapons, because there's so many good two-handed weapons for the rest of these guys. But anyways, one of the things I've noticed is that I have been sleeping on some potions and things in the game that I've not been making use of, which are really, really awesome. Gotta look at this blade again. It does radiant damage. What's this one doing? Rhapsody. Gain +1 to attack rolls, damage, and spell save Ds for every foe you slay. That's why we're just making it even harder for foes to resist us. But anyways, there is this fantastic potion. I'm a fan of this now. Elixir of Bloodlust. Drink to enter Bloodlust once per turn. When you kill a foe, you gain 5 temporary hit points and an additional action. Replaces effect. This is fantastic for allowing Lizelle to just mow down a bunch of enemies in a couple of turns. It's really awesome. In fact, I want to see if I can make a couple more. Do I have the extract all ingredients? Let's do that first. Now, what is this thing called? It's called an elixir. So do we have elixir of bloodlust? How many of these can I make? Craft all 7. Oh, yeah, let's craft at least 4 for right now. Oh, man. Oh, it just crafted all of them anyways. 7 of them, so she's got a bunch of those now. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's talk to her.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with a sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Think on your knowledge of Githyanki silver swords. What details did Lizelle miss? She missed details? Okay. I want to see how this roll works. Well, let's try this a few times and get this right, shall we? Well, that's fun. There we go.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Oh, fun. Only Gith are permitted to wield these swords, right?
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver. Unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid grand design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver.
Oh, that's funny. So that's how the game is handling it in case you want to use the sword and you don't want to have Lizelle in your party. Oh, well, she rightfully should be using the sword. Could this sword be enough to break Orpheus free?
Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison.
Of course.
Only the Orphic hammer can break Orpheus free.
All right. Well, what makes a silver sword so special?
A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare. The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Geich.
Rock and roll, on to other matters. Well then. Off we go. So, we can't do that. Hide the completed. We're down to not much here. Companion quest. Kithric Voss left to gather allies. Mystra knew that we discovered the secret to forging the crown of Colossus. Came to deliver a final summons from Mystra. Gale needs to go to her shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. She will at last grant him an audience. Really, the Stormshore Tabernacle. What the hell is this? Can we go in this direction? Can we see these ships? Can we go this way? Let's go find out. Well, we should probably go do Gale then. We don't have a lot of things left to do. Can we get through this door? So one of the things that I missed playing through the game on this playthrough, one of the many things I missed is a pair of gloves for somebody like me who can grab locks. There's a pair of gloves that'll give you advantage on all your lockpick and disarm attempts. I can't even remember where you get them. I think you have to buy them from a vendor early in the game. So I have them on my new playthrough, and it's so much fun because I love that you can put your hardware over here and you can easily toggle between the two when you're not in combat. It's very cool. We have the gloves of dexterity, and we have advantage because we're steeped in bliss. So we wouldn't need those anyway. Okay. What the hell is this? Why didn't I know this before? Okay. Whoa. It's a little trapped. Uh-oh. More traps. Try not to run over those instead. Just disarm them there, buddy. I'm speeding up though. You can click that and speed that up. What do we have here? A bunch of losers? A bunch of ball cultist losers? Who are these guys? Who? Lizelle, do you have a fireball? Take that, you punks. Stunning gaze on Jadruk. They rolled an 8. He needs a 14 save. I'll give him a portent die. Yeah, you can stop attacking the refugees there, punkus. It's weird seeing myself as a Gith. That's... Can I get over there? Let's get up here and slam this person. Oh yeah, critically hit. And another crit. And you can just do it. Don't hit that barrel behind me and blow me up. I probably should have used that barrel first. But they're gonna go over there and paralyze her. Maybe, if you can get a swipe in. He doesn't have reach. Oh, I see. Well, what should we do with you, darling? You want to smite her in the blue heaven? Oh, she almost got her with the guiding bolt. Well, I don't know what's going on with this. Alright. Yeah, baby. Let's go talk to these people.
Breathe deep and move.
Oh, they just took off. Okay. Wow, Nightblade do Galetto. Nightblade is Dedaletto. Granite rock, disarm that thing. It's funny, it's called granite rock. Granite rock is a rock along the Snake River that we used to go jump off all the time when we were in high school. It's about a 20-foot jump into the river. It's fantastic. It's what made me fall in love with cliff jumping as a kid. I got pictures from my military days of all my military buddies. Because I would find places in
What am I to do?
Colorado
Go this way.
and Wyoming to go cliff jumping. At first, everybody kind of thought I was nuts, and I was like, "No, this is really fun. Come on!" And we'd get a pretty good troop of guys. About 10 to 16 guys would go. Found some pretty cool places to go cliff jump, and that was always a blast. Oh, look, there is a hidden little lever right here. What do we got? We got a door. What the hell? What is this little sewage place? Okay, interesting. Oh, so there's a lever there. And then there's a crumbly wall over there. So if you could get here from somewhere, from up here, where's that go? Ah! Go back. This door here. What is this door here? Interesting. Okay. Guys? No other lovers? What's this do? That's where we found these guys. That's up here. My zombie dudes are trapped over there. Looks like a trash compactor. What's that? That's the door we came through. Okay. Trying to figure this out if there's a different way in here. There's this, and then there's this. This looks like it might also lead down into here. Then you wouldn't have to cross through this garbage. Maybe you could jump. Can we get there from here? Because what is this? This is a river. This is a bunch of noxious fumes. And what's that do? Noxious fumes. What do we have? We have one of those.
My faith will guide me.
Do you have resistance for anybody, darling? You do. Freedom of movement. Divine intervention. Get the sunbeam over here. Let's change a couple things around here. What is this? Resistance to saving throws. Okay. 10 turns.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yay! That's what I was hoping would happen. Okay, cool. So what is this area up here? Can we get up there? Can we get someone up there? We could probably get Lizelle up there.
Will be done.
There's all sorts of stuff in the sewers here, isn't there? Yep,
Without
it's a
delay.
wall. Let's do this. We're gonna put this down here and your silver sword right there. You made it through in one hit. Good job, darling. Lower city sewers from a ladder. Oh, how fancy. That's cool. Okay, well, I want to keep going in this direction.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
This has got to be a trap, doesn't it? Yeah, disarm this thing. And we passed that. Nothing really interesting in the sewer, is it? Nothing interesting is kept here. Okay. What are we entering here?
Moving in.
Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. Patient log. Scroll of detect thoughts. A pouch. For Duke, a journal stamped with the official seal of Duke Bellion Stelmine. It appears to be an attendance log and the care given during the Duke's ongoing illness. The most recent entries detail the deterioration in the Duke's condition. Can't explain the relapse. Duke lacks appetite, awareness, or interest in anything. Occasionally asks after a visitor, which I suspect might be cause of current condition. Duke used to receive visitor in private every 10 day, always hooded and cloaked. We know who that is, the Emperor. Interesting. So where is this? We're in the Knights of the Shield hideout. Oh yeah, we were here. Yeah, Emperor's Wardrobe. Okay, so this took us down into the sewers from there. Okay, we've been there. Well then, let's go to the Grey Harbor docks and let's camp and go get our buddy. Will, we're gonna have to leave you behind, my friend. I think you're the best candidate for leaving behind. I hate to leave anyone behind, but we gotta leave someone behind. Arcane enchantment, you get, yeah, so that's what he's got. Charisma +2, you're not gonna need that anymore. Mirror image, okay, send that over to me. Trying to think of things that might be giving to Will, to Gale, because I don't know where we're gonna go with him. When casting a spell that requires attack roll, you can make -5 penalty to deal an additional damage. Cantrips that cost an action cost a bonus action instead. Oh, that might be great. Nothing else really, except for these. Give those to me. Give that to me, because I'm the one who should be using the poisons anyway. Glorious Vaulting. Diminution. Give that to Lizelle. Blinded. It's got a buster resistant. Oil of combustion on hit. Coated weapon converts its target in oil for 2 turns. Oil covered targets amulet upon taking fire damage. Give that to Lizelle. This gives you level 1 spell slot. Give that to me. This gives you level... Coat your weapon in oil that transforms target's fire resistance, fire vulnerability. Give it to Lizelle. Okay, and then we got camp supply pack, and that's fine. Give this to Shadowheart. Alright, off we go. We're getting so close to the end here. It's killing me. Okay.
Easy path.
We gotta get Gale. We gotta get Gale and we gotta deck him out. Where's our boy Will? Willith. There's Karlach. Where does Will keep his home? Is he down here? Yeah, he is, because there's Mizora. Will, I need you to stay behind, pal.
Let's talk.
Wait in camp.
Are you sure?
I
The
am.
blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
Well, things have been warming up for a long time. This is a comment that I wanted to make. And I might have to do a short video on it. Because I think it's just so true. I so rarely see this in video games where the game is great from level 1 to level 12. From beginning to end, it's fantastic. Usually, I don't feel like games get good until they get to the end. XCOM 2 is a prime example of that. I don't really enjoy that game until about halfway through, when the companions, when your soldiers start to get enough skills to deal with situations. This game is actually fun from level 1 all the way on. It's a blast. And I love that.
What's on your mind?
You and I, join me.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Okay. Now, Gale.
You have my attention. Of course.
I'm going to have to level up Gale. And I've got a ton of wizard scrolls for him to learn. And then we'll get his spell set up and we'll get his gear set up. So this is going to take me a few minutes. So I'm going to do that. And when we come back, we'll get ready to sleep and take out Gale. Not take out Gale. Take Gale with us out into the wild. All right, we have Gale set up. We got a bunch of spells. He had a ton of... Lizelle had a ton of spells in a backpack. And he actually needs to give this back to Lizelle. So... the smart thing to do is do what I did. Take a screenshot of all the spells you already own. And then as you're leveling up and you get to choose spells, don't choose the ones you already own because you can memorize those for gold, for the cost of gold. So that's what he did. So he's got a ton of spells. He's got way more spells than I can ever possibly use. He's got all of this. So I just tried to put some pretty damaging spells out here for him. I would like to find a way to get Cone of Cold in there. What would we have to get? See, I've got Blind because it's a level 2 spell slot. Counterspell, Fireball, Sleet Storm, because it can disrupt concentration. He's got Counterspell, Wall of Fire. Wall of Fire might be the one to take down. No, let's leave that up. That could be really useful. He's got Mage Armor, Shield, Hold Person, which is really my job, but if he can pull it off as well, that gives us an extra person to get a ton of critical hits on. So really, what's he got for level 2 spells? He's got that and Blindness, Hold Person, Blindness, and Misty. Let's get rid of Blindness and let's put that in there. Okay. Because I just want one more spell. Like it's a conal spell, which might come in situationally really useful.
All's well that ends.
He's in the right situation, and he's a evoker anyways, so his specialty is evocation, which I think allows it so he can cast spells and they don't do damage to your party members. So we will rest. Horseradish, Baldurian mash, a boiled potato. Wow, okay. Half-eaten apple, dried pork sausage. Well, away we go. So where do we have to actually physically go for this? Gale, the Wizard of Waterdeep. Show on me. Meet Mystra. Meet Mystra where? Here? Oh, in the Stormshore Tabernacle. It's near the Basilisk Gate. Wonderful. Okay. So where are we going from? We're going the wrong direction. We gotta go here. Gotta go basically around front to here. Or maybe that's... Is this the building right here? It is. Right here. It says the Stormshore Tabernacle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's hope this doesn't go poorly. Vicar Humbletoes.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Good question. Are holy items available for purchase?
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Oh, fancy. What's he got here? Crusader's Mantle. Radiate a holy power that emboldens nearby allies. The weapon attacks deal. It requires concentration, though, so who cares? The Reviving Hands. When you heal a creature, it gains the effect of Blade Ward. Oh, when you revive a creature, it gains the effect of Death Ward. Oh. What are you using for gloves? You can cast Mage Hand as a bonus action, and you can telekinesis, which is really nice. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave that for you because I like the telekinesis part. This is nice, though. Bunch of fancy stuff here. Why don't you just pick up these last potions here, darling? We got 12,000. Might as well have some, shall we? Universal resistance. Psychic resistance. Necrotic resistance. Heroism. Okay. What's this? The Sacred Star. Radiant strike. On hit, inflict one turn of radiating orb. Undead creature struck by this weapon are possibly turned. Tenacity. When you miss an attack, you deal 1 damage. Anyways, well, we're going to keep what we got because we got a Cambions. And actually, should we have our Cambions out? Oh, there's Statue of Mystra. Shadowheart, I'm going to move you because I'm used to having you in the 4th slot. Gale, move between. Can you move between? Yep, 4. Yeah, give me your...
Have a look at my mind. Well,
all right.
in it.
Let's see what we can do here.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Your goddess calls. Serve her or denounce her as you will, but you cannot ignore her.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
He took an arrow to a knee. You ready for this, Gale?
Am I?
Sure.
You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Oh, brother, you and me both. Well, of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess seems reasonable.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Do I? I am a bard. Well, You're not taking me with you?
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
Bummer. Well, seek her forgiveness then, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb.
You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart and her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one I'd be praying to. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Sure. What else am I gonna do? Go be with your ex-girlfriend. You goddess slayer. Metaphorically speaking. What do you think?
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Does he, though? Really?
Mystra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite Weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
She is really cute. I gave you that. She's adorable. But now he understands. He was playing with powers he did not understand. Oh, Gale.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
Well, but should she tell us anything useful?
She gave us the secret of the orb's power. I call that extremely useful knowledge to have. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
It could have had something to do with you being blinded by the booty. It's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mystra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again, for all that's worth.
Or I can have you blow it up. A better incarnation of you, I hope, not the impulsive wreck who unleashed the orb in the first place.
Impulsive wreck? God, you make me sound like something a drunk fisherman scuppered on the banks of the Chiontha.
Not far from the truth.
Needless to say, I've work ahead of me before I feel myself truly redeemed of the damage I caused. But I intend to try. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
His robe looks kind of funny, but that's because it's this one on him. It's the armor of the Spore Keeper, and the reason for this is the +1 bonus to spell save DC. And then when dealing necrotic damage, they deal an additional 1 necrotic damage. So he's got all these necrotic spells. I haven't really had a chance to use him on anything, though. So that's the small of that. Now, what we should do, since we have a little bit of time to disable the steel watch. Let's go try and do that. Got to get down to the Gray Harbor docks. It's either that or... let's see. His necrotic stuff isn't going to do any good against a bunch of machines. So, investigate the maneuvers. We found a note in the Killer Dolores' pockets instructing him to enter Kenda Hollow's tombstones with the passphrase. Seems the Ballas cult may be there. We have to go there, and I don't see any sense in taking Gale with us. I haven't used him the whole game. So we're going to go replace him. We got to get Will back because he's a paladin, and his single target DPS is just so damn amazing.
Right on my feet.
That's why.
What's next, I wonder?
So he's got this. Give that to Shadowheart.
I've got a long road ahead. How much farther can I go?
Because really, Will has been like the hero of the game so far.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Him and Lizelle in certain places, so. I see. Well, need to do remaining.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Like you have this whole playthrough. Because, buddy, I have more important people on my team. I have this half paladin over here who absolutely rules. Just his single target smackdown is fantastic. I love it. Come here. Where do you think you're
This
going?
crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than a man.
I agree, Will. Yep.
That's the spirit.
Join me. All right, my friend. Let's go do this. We can go do Steel Watch, or we can go take on the Ball Cultists. We'll figure it all out. So much alcohol. We're just getting drunk tonight. All the alcohol. All of the alcohol. All right. Let's go see what we can do here. Have to leave here first. So we have to do this what? Candle Hollow thing? Where the hell is that at? Graveyard. Wine Festal. Where is the Candle Hollow? Philgosh Fireworks. I thought it was up in this direction a little ways. Bloomridge Park. Baldur's Gate. Let's go see if it says. Acquire the gauntlets. We stole the gauntlets. We should give them to Halsick as promised when we leave the House of Hope. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. We're going to keep those. Found a note. Yeah. Kunda Hollow's tombstones with the past. Where is it? Show it on map. Conda Hollow's tombstones. Okay. This is over from the Basilisk Gate. We want to go north. Like this. Not quite. Like this. So we'll go this way. What are we looking at? It's right here. It looks like it's what? It's in this building? Must be. Oh yeah, right here. Okay.
Candlehallow's tombstones, remembering the deceased with sympathy and skill.
We used the tomb. Oh, so we had the key with us. That's great.
The gods truly this petty.
Okay, before we get going here, me roll up on this guy. We'll do your important things. You don't need to do Armor of Shadows anymore.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Let's get going. Need to find a way forward.
A gilded chest. Anybody else want to come in here? Everybody failed perception. This thing's got to be. it's got to be. It's got to have a trap on it, doesn't it? Save one time to make sure. What do we have? Sapphire. Keeping up appearances. Clerk Dravage. Remember, you are in the business of making Kanda Hollow's tombstones look like a genuine retail establishment. Keep all the prices about half again too high so you don't sell very much inventory. Think of the shop as a stage set rather than an actual going concern. Okay. Where do we have to go from here? Oh. Wait a minute. Does the bookcase move? Gilded chest. Seekers. What's this Seekers thing? If you seek the tribunal, let death be your guide. For what is behind death but murder? I'm not sure. I thought there would just be a hole in the floor here or something. Death be your guide. What else is in here? Butterfly on skull. Oh well. You're gonna stump me with this. Animal carcass. Why is there an animal carcass in there? Is there a way to... I gotta be thinking it's gotta be this, right? It's gotta be behind here. There's nothing else. Oh, there's a bottle of that. Dang. We were all coming in here to look. There's got to be a button or something. We all missed it because we missed our perception checks. So we failed the perception check. A 7 on a 25. Okay. I'm going to go backwards, load a previous save, and give somebody bardic Because who has the best perception? I'm at plus 10. Okay. I'm at plus 10. She's terrible. She's terrible. It's got to be me, and I can't use Bardic Inspiration on myself.
Where am I
The
needed?
best one I could put it on is Will. Okay, let's go back and try that then. All right, Bardic on Shadowheart. She's still our best option here since I can't Bardic myself. If she isn't rolling a 4, the Bardic is rolling a low number. So I need her to get a high number, and I need the Bardic to get a high number. Okay, what did we get? Somebody else got it. That's good. Butterfly on skull. And there it is. It's a button. That's where we thought it was going to be, and that's where it is.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape."
Speak the passphrase. Sicarius. And we're here. And it is hostile territory. It is a big, huge drop off here. And a rotten banana here. So here's where we are. We're at wooden stairs, and this is... Okay.
Can't slow down.
Well... Metal shield.
Flaming fists this way.
Flaming fists this way. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Well, I'm loath to get into a fight here with this video. We're right about at the end of it. So I think the thing to do here is to pause the video here. We're going to leave our team here, and we're going to come back to on the next episode, and we're going to plow through ahead with this portion of it. So everybody, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave your questions and comments down below. Consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. You go to the homepage of the YouTube channel, you hit the join button, and for $4.99 a month, you can get early access to all the videos. Binge watch anything you want, just like you would on Netflix. Until next time, everyone, I'll see ya. Happy gaming.